We're live.
Hey guys, welcome to our live stream.
Hello, hello.
Hi. So tonight I'm joined by Lauren and Bethany, and we're gonna talk about Disney. Yay!
Yeah.
You guys want to introduce yourselves?
I'll go first. So my name is Lauren. My YouTube channel is Divided by Sight, and I am hoping to bridge the gap between the sighted and the blind visually impaired community. I write poetry, fantasy, and paranormal romance.
Fun. I'm Bethany Vota. I'm over at Bethany J Vota, and I write a lot of short stories and novella that's coming out next year, and I'm currently working on a full-length novel.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Hey, look, what are
And
And I'm Nicole. My channel is The Blind Maid, where I have to bring magic in people's lives. I utter dark poetry, fantasy, and the paranormal, as well as blogs. And me and Lauren also have a podcast called Fire and Ice.
fun, I didn't know that.
Yep, we just started last week, right, Lauren?
Yay! There's one episode up already. And it's so funny because our first episode was about Disney.
Oh, intro.
Well,
Next one.
That's right. Sid joined.
Hey, Sid.
He was like, make the screen bigger, and I'm like, I'm just gonna screw away. Just a voice. Nobody sees me. I'm gonna go.
There you are.
Yeah. So thanks for having me on. I think we connected over one of my live streams, and then
We did.
decided to do one together. So here we are.
And that's where we started when you were doing a Come Hang With Me video that we're both fans of Disney.
Yeah, we are.
Hey, Jerry.
I'm waving at Katie too. That's fun.
Oh, but two trollmakers. I mean. So, what is your guys' favorite Disney movie?
Such a big question. You know the cartoon Robin Hood with the foxes?
Oh, we have that.
That one I think is always, always, always going to be my favorite movie. It's just a classic. I also love the Robin Hood tale, but I love the animation in that. What about you?
Oh, mine is a tie between The Little Mermaid and Tangled.
I do like Tangled. Yeah.
And then we discovered like both characters are similar in their personality, so that's probably why.
Probably. I have to say mine is Beauty and the Beast because I love the idea that you should never judge a book by its cover.
Bookworm.
And yeah, Lauren teased me because throughout school I was Belle. I always had a book and I was always reading.
Aw, you even have like the dark hair as well. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun that me and Lauren did what, Disney or Disneyville?
Two.
Yeah. So it was Disney and Disneyville and tags and our lights and our streams on our channels. And it was funny because one of the things we talked about were movies that were underrated. And it's funny because one that I brought up was The Great Mouse Detective.
I know, I love that one.
Like, you
I
don't
didn't-
watch Sherlock Holmes.
I didn't know it was Disney. I don't know what I thought it was, but that one is a good one.
A lot of people think it's 20th century. And they did a lot of animated films at the same time.
Yeah.
That was
I do like that one.
That was the same time period where they had Blue Ralph, or I can't think of what the name was, but it was an animation studio that made Thumbelina and Anastasia.
Yeah, I love Thumbelina.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah, but that's not Disney, right?
No. But they're made by the same studio. Thumbelina and where's some other movies?
Anastasia.
Yeah, Anastasia is another one, which I like. I definitely like the movie for that one more than the musical.
The American Tail.
Oh yeah, Fighters West.
Yes, my sister loved that. We never actually had it. I think we rented it from the library.
And it was funny when you brought that up the other day. I was like, that's the best thing to do because we didn't grow up with cable. So, especially when we started to see, like, the library would carry, like, seasons of shows on DVD, like, hey, we're going to go to the library. But see, how they got you with that, like, you can only keep it for, like, a day or two, and then if you didn't return it that day, it was like, you got fined. So that's how they got you.
But yeah, we had on cassette was Thumbelina and American Tail.
No, VHS.
Yes.
What's VHS?
Yes. We didn't watch a ton of movies, but I do like Disney. But something about the classic story of Robin Hood and the underdog, I love it. I love an underdog story.
My favorite scene was with the gypsies, and they dressed up and steal everything from them. Like, get home! And they're like infatuated with Little John. They're like, nope, we're not a chaser. She's pretty.
Let's see. Yeah. So you like the Little Mermaid and stuff as well, right? Is there a reason?
But
Ooh.
besides, you like Ariel?
Well, I like Ursula too,
That's
but
true.
I don't really remember. I think when I was little, it was the whole idea of being curious and trying to discover a land outside of your own. Yeah, with the Little Mermaid. But like when I rewatch it now, like it's definitely came out self reading for Ursula because there's not a lot of Disney characters that are plus size, and it's just like she's so sassy. It's like I have all this magic and power. I can do whatever I want, and yet she doesn't really get her way in the end, which makes me sad.
Wait, she did for like 5 minutes. Then she was killed.
A whole 5 minutes. I like this question in the chat. If your favorite movie was to be remade soon, who would you want to see in it?
Now, see, mine was remade in the live action, and that was a hot mess.
Not my favorite, I will say.
Like
Tarzan. Tarzan was another one of my favorite movies. Tarzan was good.
Yeah, I like the songs more than maybe for that one.
Yeah.
I agree. But I feel like Robin Hood, that story has been remade so many times. But one of my favorite remakes is Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves with Kevin Costner.
Oh.
So
Did you see the sequel, Princess of Thieves?
I have not. I've heard some things. I just love Kevin Costner and I love Morgan Freeman. So two of them in the same movie, I was like, oh, this is a win.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't even watch Princess of Thieves because I'm like, oh, that's a cool idea, a female Robin Hood.
Right. Yeah, you do.
I know there was a book out within like the last 5 years that kind of centered around that idea, but I don't think it did super well because it was more just like, I'm a girl, I'm so cool, and then like nothing really happens.
Oh no, that's the worst idea ever.
Yeah,
but
like
it's offer like I'm gonna step outside of what people perceive women to be and have her be like a strong role model and then nothing.
Right.
Yeah, I think the story could have been great, but it was all like having to remind the readers over and over, like, she's not like any other girl. Well, it's like, okay, cool. Like, what does she do then? Like, yeah. So here's that. I don't remember what it was called.
There was another book like that called Nobody's Princess, and it was supposed to show a different concept for Hama Troy. I feel like it's the same thing. Like they bashed over and over head that, like, hey, she's a woman. She's not supposed to do this stuff. It's like, yeah,
not even a woman, like a woman of power.
Yeah, it's like we got the first 3 times, not enough.
Sid's asking some great questions in the chat. We have, if you were a Disney princess, what would your name be, and what would your story be?
So here's a funny story: is that I actually tried to write my own Disney tale.
Do it.
And it was gonna be about a princess that was blind.
Do it.
trying to rule court for her own governor. But I didn't get very far with it.
You should pick that back up.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Your little parent thing. Do it. Do it.
What about you, Bethany?
I'm partial to Sleeping Beauty just because I like to sleep, but my princess name, I don't know. You can call me like Queen and nothing else, just Queen. I am Queen. And what would my story be? I like the idea of having like such a cool castle and a beautiful hidden library in it that whenever I have to do anything important that like a queen has to do, I like have all these secret tunnels to get into my library and no one can find me until like the crisis has been solved and I didn't have to do anything, and then I can emerge later for like the party. That would be my dream. A hidden library where I can hide and not be responsible.
What about you, Larry?
That's cool. I can't remember the author's name because I'm terrible at author's name. But I was reading a retelling of Little Mermaid, like in the perspective of Ursula, and I hated it. Oh my god, it seemed like it was written like by a child. No, I want to do like a retelling of her story, but I have no idea like how I want to go about it. Like I don't want anyone to read it and be like, "This is a retelling of Little Mermaid. I know what's gonna happen." I want to surprise her.
What would your princess name?
Ooh, bad name.
Ooh, I would like to be like a like classic Disney princess and like a Sherlock Holmes crossover.
Oh,
Not sure what that would be like, but like imagine a sassy Sherlock Holmes and a just curious, want to explore princess, and they team up and solve a crime together. I think that would be fun.
So many good ideas.
Or like the person that looks like they're a princess, but they're like secretly have the intellect of Sherlock. You never see it coming. It kind of plays on that idea of like, I'm this weak damsel in distress, but really I have like a sharp mind.
Sorry, you said damsel in distress and the scene for at least off my head.
Damsel?
Ooh. I want a Princess Bride story, but the girl goes after the prince.
Like the princess saves the prince?
Yeah, like it was like a case of mistaken something, like they were in the wrong spot at the wrong time and the wrong person got kidnapped, and so then the girl goes on the quest. Or let's be honest, I want a girl to go save her girl.
Yeah. Maybe about Enchanted at the end where she has to save him.
That's cute. Yeah, I like that.
Now everybody wants a hidden library. Good job.
You got the library. I mean,
Wouldn't that be so cool? And I would have so
jealous
many snacks in it.
Yep, there's snacks. There's our coffee and tea service. What else do you need?
Brewery.
And my hidden library, favorite books, favorite snacks. What are your favorite snacks? What would you hide in your hidden library?
Candy.
Me too.
Candy and like a horde of like iced coffee.
Iced coffee. I'd like to have like a mini Starbucks barista in there that just kind of lived there. I'd name him Joe. And yeah, he's not. He wants to be there. It's fine.
You don't love. Oh wait, that's Mickey. Okay, you don't love coffee.
Me?
But if you have a barista, they can make you whatever you want.
That's true.
Everybody wins.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think for my snack would be chocolate and fruit.
Yeah, fruit.
No, you just take the fruit and get some chocolate.
Ooh, that would be good. I'd be a fan.
Fondue pot.
Okay, so this stream is about Disney tropes. What are some of your favorite tropes that we see in Disney?
I want to say my favorite, but I know it gets used a lot, is the idea that love can conquer all.
But I think that's kind of like Disney's brand. They want you to feel good. So I get it. And I like it too.
And the idea of like that the hero has to go on this epic quest, either like to rescue somebody else or like self-discovery.
Well,
Yeah.
I kind of think that most Disney stories is what is known as the hero journey. Is you start off with a person who is a nobody, and then at the end of their story or their journey, they're the hero they want to be.
Yeah. For me, I sometimes get tired of like the broken family. It's like there's never a two-parent household. There's always like some family tragedy that
Parents' death.
whatnot. There's like never two in the picture, and so it's like why can't the why can't the story have a main character that has some other need other than fulfilling a void in their life because of a missing parent? I don't know, something like that.
Right.
I mean, there are some Disney movies where they have both parents, just not a lot.
Really?
And
Name one.
Mulan, Tangled. Moana.
I mean, technically Tarzan, sort of.
Well, the thing behind that is that the reason why there's dead parents for Walt Disney is because of that Walt lost his parents in a house fire. So that was his way of showing tribute to them.
Yeah, it's projecting a little bit.
Oh
No,
yeah,
I get that.
We just haven't almost every movie.
I
How do
think
you make kids cry?
Disney does a pretty good job in general. There's always outliers, but making their villains actually have like a good reason. They're not just some I'm being bad because I'm bad.
I know, right?
Like Tarzan, we've got Clayton who wants money, and so he kidnaps the gorillas and all of that. And I'm like, okay, like he's not just evil to be evil. At least he has some motive.
Right.
Ursula wants power. Like, great.
Let's
So does
face it, a lot of the
Jafar.
villains are powered.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of them do.
Well, also, like, she wants revenge because her own brother exiled her. It's like, I want to prove that I'm better than you.
But
Yeah.
I like the fact that the princesses and the villains are well developed, but then you get to the princess and it's like one note.
It's true. Like,
No,
the other
like,
thing is, all the princesses, I mean, not all, but most of them are very Mary Sue, where they are just, you're a perfect, cute princess, and where are their flaws? Like, I want a princess that has some anger issues. I want a princess that has some self-esteem issues. And I want a princess that she like isn't perfect and she has struggles that we all deal with, you know?
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's just when you mentioned that, like the movie that popped in my head is Kathleen Disney was The Princess Diaries.
Oh yeah.
But I want like a fiery, like angry, short-tempered princess.
Like Merida or someone that's more short tempered?
True.
Like more short-tempered, yeah.
That's true. That is true. We did get some of that. I just feel like since so many young kids look up to these princesses as role models, it would be great to see a princess make a mistake and then show how you acknowledge you made a mistake and then apologized.
Yeah, I think that's where they're trying to go with Elsa, but it didn't come out that way.
Yeah. I liked the sister impact thing because I have a twin sister, so we're pretty close. So I like that sister type thing. Sorry if you can hear my roommates. It is what it is.
No worries.
By roommate, I mean husband. I don't know why I said that.
I mean, technically, you're
Yeah, like whatever. Yeah, he's making.
I have an unbiased opinion. I think that in Lilo and Stitch they showed a more realistic version of siblings. I mean, yeah, the older sister had to take on a parent role, but like they definitely fight and like make up. Like they showed they're close, but they also showed that they fight. And in Frozen, it's like we're distant, so we have to be perfect to each other to make up for all the time we didn't spend together. Like,
Yeah,
no,
I do like.
aren't even close.
Right.
I like with Elsa's arc, we got to see her get depressed with like who she is, and then work through that, and then how Anna reacts to that, where it's hard to love someone going through something hard like that, but she's still relentless. I don't know. I thought that was a good little image. See, what are some other obscure Disney movies? I mean, I personally will always love the Pirates of the Caribbean. Like,
Oh yeah. I like any pirate movie though. So
yeah.
Yeah, I think
One of my,
that was due to Johnny Depp. How he got to it.
yeah.
I do enjoy anything on the water.
You should like you. She likes being in water.
I know. Well, I was happy when they did Moana, and they revealed his buddy personality. I'm like, what is that?
Like if they're gonna make her like a sea voyager, like you're gonna make her a little more serious.
Yeah.
I mean, she's young, so maybe it'll change.
But they pretty much felt like cop out for Ariel, only she had legs.
Do you know what one of the most original movies of Disney that I think is? That was a really poor way of wording it. I think the Aristocats is like such an original movie. I don't know why I love it.
No, I'm laughing because our niece saw it, and she made me make her puppy dance to it. So now every time I think that's all I think of.
Cute.
Ooh, Sunset Emperor's New Groove. I like that movie.
I like that Emperor's Groove. I like the dynamics between Yzma and
Trump.
Yeah.
I sometimes feel like I'm Yzma, and sometimes I feel like I'm Krug. It's just like, it depends on the day.
Oh, lover!
Wrong lover.
Oh, the lever, Krug.
Oh my god, that was so good!
I like it when she turns into the cat. Ooh, The Rescuers. That's a good one. Have you seen that?
I've seen it, but I like Rescuers Down Under more than the first one.
I do too.
Just feel like it's more developed.
I agree. Also, I love the way they animated the bird, even though I think birds are absolutely terrifying.
Sid, why do we even have the lover? I don't know.
Ooh, 101 Dalmatians, said Sid. That's a good one. Yep.
Now, which one? Do you have animated and you have the live action?
I haven't seen a cartoon in so long. Ooh, let's talk about the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Rewatch everything.
Yeah. See, I liked the Hunchback of Notre Dame. I loved the songs in that.
So it was really cool on YouTube. We found someone that made a musical version of Hunchback, and it is so good.
Really, I'd love to see that.
Job turning into it.
I think it's just like a limited special performances in London, but it was like more close to the book than the Disney version. Like you could still see scenes of like how Disney got inspired by the book. But oh man, I like cried the whole way, the whole time.
And the soundtrack's good too. Like we're always listening to it when we worry.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Oh, Treasure Planet is a great example of a hero's journey and an adaptation of how you can take a classic story and change it enough where it's its own new story.
Right, because it's based off of Treasure Island, right?
Exactly. And so I think people that are nervous to adapt a well-known fairy tale or story should take a lesson from Disney and do it. Like they made a very original story, even though the idea was exactly like another one. Just do it. Just make it your own.
Aren't a fan of that or Atlantis. Yeah,
I like Atlantis.
They're both good in their ways.
You're gonna go watch Treasure Planet.
Yeah, we have.
I love Atlantis.
I think so. Somewhere.
I'm trying to think if it's Disney or not. Quest for Camelot.
I don't think it is, but I love that one.
Yeah, like I really wish it done like it made been a little more creative for it because I was so happy when I saw it as a blind character. I'm like, yes, one of us.
That's okay, Mom.
I wish they had like done the story a little more better.
Mhm.
And yes,
I
Grace, there is
agree.
a sequel to Princess Diaries that is not that good.
Don't watch it. You're just better off just watching the first one and that's it.
I
Trust
can
me
get
on
behind
that.
that.
I mean, Disney is not known for making sequels.
No, they're not. I mean, there's a
Ooh,
few rare gems, but not a lot.
Lilo and Stitch is great. Lady and the Tramp. I never liked that because I thought it was too sad, but my sister always liked it, so obviously I had to watch it a lot with her. But I just thought Lady and the Tramp. It just made me so sad. I don't know why.
Oh, The Sword and the Stone is a good adaptation of King Arthur's story.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really cool how they use Merlin. Like,
Merlin was
a lot of times it's not focused on him, it's more focused on Arthur.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think people should ever be afraid to try and do a adaptation or a retelling because there's a reason why these movies and stories stick around with us for so long, and it's because they're good, and at the core of it you have a character going on a journey to discover themselves.
Right.
So do your own thing with it. Totally go for it. Have fun with it. It's almost like fan fiction, but not, because you're kind of making your own characters that sort of already fit a profile, but you're not like copying totally. And even if you copy totally, that's great practice. Go for it.
Like, I know right now Disney is on the whole live action hype.
Yeah.
I just wish they just do villain stories. I mean, we already know the princess story. We already know how it ends. So just making live action not really changing that. Like, why are they doing Beauty and the Beast? I'm like, oh cool. Finally find out why Enchantress cursed him and why the song is the way he is. But no, we're just to retell the tale, nothing else.
I mean, they give us a little more insight onto like Gaston's personality, but I would
Not much.
I would
Yeah,
ignore
why
it.
is he the way he is? Maybe he can't read and he's embarrassed and that's why he hates books so much. Like, give us some backstory. Make us kind of feel bad for the villain, but not like bad enough, but just a little bit.
But in the live action, they say that he was in the war, so wouldn't that mean that he would have to know how to read?
No.
Maybe.
No?
I don't know.
Depends on what rank he had.
Who's to say?
Yeah. I mean, they did that, they did the Journal Book, they did some Beauty.
I loved Sleeping Beauty just because I loved the art style a lot.
I was trying to for live action.
Ew. I don't like the live. Give us something new.
I agree.
Even if it's not even that well developed.
I mean, you have all these films that are developed in the animated films. You go down for a start, you know?
Give us more like historical context, but do it justice, you know? Like, I think Disney can sometimes sugarcoat the dark side of history.
Oh yeah.
And I kind of want one that is a little bit more realistic. And I'm not saying like go hard. This is still Disney. We can still have something great, but I would love to have one about like Harriet Tubman and the Underground Railroad, but like do it justice. Like, don't sugarcoat it, you know, but also like don't scare kids. It's fine, you know.
Yeah, I think they like hesitate on that because the whole situation with Songs of the South.
Ooh, that's a good example. Can you elaborate?
Well, that was about a slave, right?
It showed the history of slaves.
Yeah. I remember it was so bad that they had to actually stop showing it and took it off the shelves. And ever since then, they've never shown it.
And that's why you need
a sense of racism in it. So.
Well, and that's why I think with like the Hunchback of Notre Dame, that's like a very serious thing that happened with like the gypsies and whatnot, and it was almost trivialized. Not really. I mean, they almost burned someone at the stake, so they did get serious, but
Well, essentially, there's a theory that she actually just passed, and the ending of Hunchback is Quasimodo's visions or hallucinations, why he's seen laughing in his life.
that's really sad.
Thanks, Nick.
Ruined Disney. You're welcome.
Let's talk about our favorite villains. I'm trying to think of mine.
Yeah, I'm curious to hear hers.
Yeah.
I've already said mine, so obvious.
Hmm.
Yeah, I like Ursula, and I also like Jafar and Dr. Facilier.
Jafar's good. I was this isn't my favorite villain, but I was absolutely terrified of Lampwick in Pinocchio and then the whale. They're not really villains, but they scared me so bad.
Oh yeah. Never watched the Puddle Done. That was the movie we saw in Pinocchio with Drew Carey. That went dark when I had the scene with the Puppet Master.
Why?
Because the he tortured him and he tried to set him on fire.
Like, you realize you're killing a child.
Right. That's why I said it was really dark.
I think my favorite villain though has got to be Hades. He's just so sassy. Like, he's just funny. Okay, I mean, like, I love a funny dude. Like, I think that's it.
No, I think James Wood did a good job playing Hades.
What about you? What are your favorite villains?
What?
Ooh.
You can only pick one.
What? Well, I mean, I heard you saying that when you do a retelling of Ursula's story. So that's one.
Yeah.
And I agree with Bethany. I like Katie. I like a man that can make you laugh. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love both of them. And I also like Jafar because of the fact that his story is supposed to be the same as Aladdin, but he actually succeeds instead of wishing it. And I also like Dr. Facilier because of the fact he has tarot and he's really snarky with his shadow. Like, we were watching it for ideas for a poem and like, how did I not notice how interactive his shadow is?
It's like an extension of his will, almost.
Right.
I like Lilo and Stitch. That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Yeah, like I said, I like how they showed the sisters dynamic in that.
Right.
Yeah. Is Brother Bear Disney?
It is.
I like that one too.
Yeah. I liked the opener for that. And then after that, I lose interest.
Yeah. I think I used to really not like Peter Pan, but I think if I rewatched it, I might enjoy it. I'm not sure though.
But Hook is better.
Because at the same time.
I liked Hook for sure.
But I mean, I have to give Disney credit with trying to use like culture and like an accurate representation of that culture. Because especially with Moana and Coco, like they did a lot of research about that culture, but then they also like brought in people that grew up with that culture to like give their opinion and say like, are we doing this authentically? Is there anything in this that's offensive?
Right, they did a sensitive viewing.
Yep, thank you.
Was I thought really cool, especially for Moana. They changed the entire look of Maui because they're like, that's not offensive. He has hair. Because originally he wanted to be bald.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, no, I liked Coco. One of my friends, her niece, she like whenever she wants to hear the soundtrack, she'll be like, "Where's Mama Coco?" And it's just so cute.
Yeah. When I started to Lauren, I'm like, be more, you're gonna cry. Yeah, it's not that bad. See the scene. Why?
I'm a sensitive soul, okay?
Yeah. And I think it was just fun because I used to teach for in a school that was like mostly Mexican American kids, and they didn't have anyone on the screen that looked like them, and
Right.
they didn't have something that represented like their home life and culture, and so it was a lot of fun. We watched it during like El Dia de los Muertos and stuff. It was fun.
Yeah, it's actually another thing you have Coco. Then you also have the Book of Life, which is another play on their culture of the Day of the Dead. And I kind of like Coco more. I feel like it explains it a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's part of me that wants to watch Book of Life and like compare them.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend that. I've seen them both. Trust me.
But then when you watch movies that are like that similar, you're gonna know it's like originality, please, please.
Yeah. Yeah. So I guess we could talk a little bit about writing. What do you guys do for writing? Do you take inspiration from Disney? How do you work that in?
So usually we write, we either have musicals or Disney playing in the background.
You know, it's like a very like diverse split thing about like among writers because some people have music playing, some people have like instrumental music playing, or like nothing at all.
Right.
Because it had like if they're going to something that has lyric in it, then they'll end up writing the lyrics. It's like, but if music that you listen to all the time, it's like then it was just like background noise, and you don't have to worry about that.
Right. But then sometimes it inspires you. Like, I've been working on these character films for Disney, and it helps having the song playing for me to get inspiration and think of ideas for them.
What about you?
Well, I usually listen to just soundtracks and stuff, but for Disney, I think it's always a great example of a hero's journey. And I think that's the root of a story. Like, you need to have your character change. And I think Disney sometimes can do a great example of that. And I think it's just great inspiration. And I think we all like fairy tales, we all like a happy ending. And I think
Yeah.
if I ever wrote anything contemporary, I would take a lot of inspiration from Disney, but it'll be a while before I do contemporary, let me tell you.
What's funny is that Disney also helped me learn tarot because the major kana doesn't outline the full journey. So, like, oh, that's easy to learn. Just think of any Disney movie, and there you go.
Yeah, and too, like they also do like a very good job of showing like how do you portray like okay, so you have the idea of the hero's journey, but then they also show like a parallel of the journey that the antagonist or the villain is going on too, because they have a goal, and then they show you like how the villain is thinking of how they would attain that goal.
Right. And I heard that a lot of heroes and villains are either the same different sides, same coin, or they hide another person's flaws. Like they're very parallel with one another.
Has Disney inspired you to write anything?
Bummer.
Um, well, I mean, I got inspired from Nicole because she liked writing character poems. And then you were trying to write the character poem for Claude Frodo from Hunchback.
Oh man, yeah, that is a fun chance. But yeah, so I'm doing Disney character poems. And then I also started a novel idea called Dark Beauty, which is a twist between Beauty and the Beast and Phantom of the Opera.
That's fun.
Because originally I was going to be a retelling Beauty and the Beast, and I saw where I was heading, like, yeah, that's not what I wanted, but I'm not that far away. It's still a cool idea. What
That's awesome.
about you?
Have there been any side characters that you probably liked more than the main character?
Yes. Definitely LeFou for Gaston for Beauty and the Beast. Well, it's just more funny and like it seemed like
Sorry, can you
he.
say that again? I think my internet skipped who?
Oh no! I said for Beauty and the Beast, I like LeFou more than Gaston.
Yeah.
I
That's
feel like
funny.
he should have his own movie. Anyone need Gaston to tell it?
No.
I like Mushu.
Yes. Ah, I'm gonna make this princess a warrior princess. All for me. I mean, for her.
Yeah. Hmm.
But you
Yeah, I think. Yeah. What about you?
Oh, I mean, I don't want to show Nikki Hampers, but I don't know. I kind of like how sometimes like, Disney will make like the animal psychic characters more developed than like the other side characters in the movie.
Oh, I mean, like Pastel for Tangled.
Pascal and Mac, like they have like their own personality, like they have to humanize them.
Right.
Yeah, they
So,
do.
it impacts the film.
I love that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's when they made the short for the wedding. That the whole short refers on them two and not Rapunzel and Jane.
Yeah.
Bethany, have you ever tried writing something Disney related or?
No, I'm not a very musically theater inclined person. I enjoy Disney movies, but I tend to have a darker side of my writing that's not very synonymous with Disney.
That's her.
I mean, yeah, I can't turn on that. There's nothing wrong with dark style writing.
Just right from the villain perspective.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think it'll be great inspiration when I want to write stuff that's more lighthearted, and I think I will at some point, but right now I just have all these like darker, heavier ideas that I'm more inspired to write. So, I don't know, that might change. I don't know.
I can see it now, like you actually have the intent to write something more lighthearted and it turns dark. Because that's her. Like, alright, I'm gonna write a blind Disney character and like you start to read what she's writing and like, holy crap, like this is dark. I mean Disney can be dark, but still it's like you don't expect it.
Do you have happy endings or in the middle or what?
What's a happy ending?
Yeah, next story like they all die.
No. They do what they want, just it's not all rainbows and sunshine. But I mean it comes to a happy consensus at the end.
Yeah, and I'm the opposite. I like happy ending. But I remember when we took the screenwriting class because either all your characters die or face a tragic ending, or the main characters ride off into the sunset.
No in between.
Or start off one. It's all a dream.
No.
For me, it's always like wanting to make my readers feel something. And a lot of times I'm like, I don't want them to feel good. But again,
That's me.
I might want that in the future.
Like, oh yeah, you're sobbing at my story, then that's their book.
Yeah, no, I think Disney always does a good job of giving readers like that that watcher, that viewer a happy ending. And I think that's why people keep going back to Disney's because they know it's going to make them feel good.
Right.
Who can blame them for that?
Sometimes you want the villain to win.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Especially when you like the villain more than the hero.
It's also true. So maybe it's not a happy ending for you if you like the villain more.
That's what I'm saying. You need to make villain movies. Then you did both things. You can watch the hero's version first, then the books.
Wow. But technically, the villain's happy ending wouldn't be a happy ending because everybody else would suffer.
Depends on the villain.
True.
But technically, it's a happy ending because the villain got what he wanted.
That's
Just
also true.
I'm gonna write down all these notes.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, I don't know. I think one day I'd like to write happy endings. And my sister has all of these like cute little romance ideas that she's not a writer, but she likes the ideas. So I'm like, okay, when life slows down, like we'll co-write together. So
That's a smart idea. When you're that close to your sibling, because you said you guys are twins, your guys' ideas will just bounce off each other. You don't even have to explain it. Just put it down on the page, and it'll figure itself out.
yeah.
We could write we literally wrote a book in 2 weeks.
Oh, that's awesome. Are you gonna publish it? Can we read
I'm
it?
gonna go back and revise it and edit it, but it's one of the books in a series. So there's a plan to write the whole series and then publish it, or right
Yes, to write the series, because right now we're still missing the first book.
Minor detail, it's fine.
Yeah.
You're sure you can fix it.
Ooh, I like Sid's question. How do we feel about the best friend / servant trope when it comes to Disney?
Oh yeah. I don't get that. It's like, I mean, I know they have to have servants as their royalty, but at the same time, it's like, why don't I go to being your friend knowing that in society, they're always going to be below you?
Ooh,
Yeah, and I think I don't like the juxtaposition of power.
right. And I like when they made Tangled a series, they gave Rapunzel a lady in waiting, and then they explored that dynamic of trying to make basically not a servant, but someone that's below you in power, and how that relationship would play out over time.
Right. And the whole time she's afraid because she makes a mistake, she doesn't be sent away. Where Rapunzel makes a mistake, it's just a slap on the wrist.
Yeah, you're a princess.
But I love Sandra. She's my favorite character from the series.
Yeah. Yeah. He also mentioned at the beginning of Big Hero 6 has me in my feelings. Yes. That's
a better
hard.
Oh,
yeah. Or Up. Is Up Disney? Oh, or is that Pixar?
yeah. Oh, that's a treasure one.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I like Big Hero 6, it's like a point on Leo and Stitch and Frozen, but it's a brother's perspective, where the older brother has to look out for the younger one.
Mm-hmm.
Until tragedy.
True. Yeah, I think friendship is a constant theme and motif in the story. Sometimes our characters are friends with animals, sometimes with people below or above in power, but I think that's a very constant theme.
Said. My favorite part is when the MP cries. Oh, sing as you're crying about something. Yeah, because singing over while you're crying is the answer to all of your problems.
Right. What's not funny is that Don Fairy and Mad Pat whenever what would consist of a Disney princess. And it's funny, he's like, one is you have to have animal sidekicks. You have to have a dress that can be easily recreated. Their film has to make a lot of money in theaters. And what was the other one? I think it was like 4.
Yeah, I don't know, you had 3, I remember.
Yeah. I mean, I guess funny, it's like, yes, they must have animal sidekicks. Because that'd be weird again, you know?
Well, I make fun of that Moana.
She has 2 sidekicks, or animals. She has Hey Hey and Kua.
Yeah.
But the fact that she eats pork in front of the pig, and then the writers ate fried chicken. I don't know, this isn't barbaric at all.
Yeah, that's a little rough.
You're welcome.
Trying to think. What are some of my favorite friendships? I mean, Mushu and Mulan is great, but I also really like the relationship between Mushu and Cricket.
Oh, yeah. What? Oh, you're a lucky, Cricket. Okay, now you're accepted to be on this journey with me because you're lucky.
What? You lied to me? Who are you? So he doesn't think it's a horse, he means the cow, and he's like, what are you doing?
Oh, because it's black and white.
Yeah.
That's true. What's another actual human to human friendship? I like the relationship that the 3 fairies have in Sleeping Beauty. I think that's really cute. Fauna, Flora, and Merriweather.
I'm not a fan of them.
No?
Really?
I don't
Why
feel like
not?
they have personality. I feel like it's just one person wearing Frisian dresses.
Maybe it is.
Maybe. That's fun. I'm trying to think of another one that I like.
Christopher Robin and Pooh.
Oh yeah, that's true. I like Pooh and Piglet too.
Pooh and Titter. No, Titter and Roo. I mean, it's like big brother, little brother scenario.
Yeah, that's cute. I'm trying to think of some others. I don't know why I'm blanking so much right now.
Big Mama and what's his name? Fox and Hound. Oh, not Popper. What's that one? Popper with the Hound, and then what was the
I'm
Fox name?
blanking. I didn't do it. I was just gonna say that's cool that they can take some of these really popular Disney movies and turn them into a musical. That's almost like taking your novel and putting it into another medium.
Right. Yeah, because we saw Aladdin for our birthday, and that was a lot of fun.
Maybe like more than a movie. Yeah, he was frozen.
Yeah, but then you didn't like the one for Little Mermaid or Hercules.
Oh, because it was like the live action movie. They didn't do anything new. It's just on a stage.
The sticks.
Oh yeah. I think it's cute how like Disney on Ice is geared towards children, but I think if somebody paid for me to go see it, I would.
Yeah, but Disney on Ice isn't really accessible, so would you be able to see it?
If somebody paid me to go, I would go.
Yeah, we're gonna sit right next to me in the stride. Every will see me. No, I was like, I noticed that when you go to like a play or a show, the most expensive tickets are the ones you need to get. It's like,
Right.
you guys just like a discount.
I think the other thing that's funny is, and I think this can happen if you find a book that you really enjoy and you read more than once, that you're almost able to like quote the entire thing verbatim. And it wasn't Disney, but we were watching
Dennis the Menace.
with her mom the other day, and we were quoting the entire movie before the line came in the movie, and she was like, go away, go over there, don't watch the movie, the whole thing. You're like, it's not our fault that we've seen it 100,000 times.
Right.
That's cute. Oof, there's an echo.
I mean, our niece does the same thing with Descendants.
With the what?
Descendants. It was the idea Disney had about children of villains turning to heroes.
Oh, yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah, it was a good idea, just not done right in my mind.
Yeah, I hear it too, Sid. I think I might be an echo. Goblins, I wish. I wish I had goblins in my house.
What would you do with them?
On the work.
Never with them, or to them, just with them. Like, I don't know, I would have tea parties and probably dig a tunnel for my secret library.
Yeah, I'm gonna put you to work, and then after we'll have a tea party.
See,
Celebrate a
that's fair.
jungle time.
Celebrate the new Gen Library.
A new hideout. I mean, library.
Yes, exactly. Did we freeze? Oh, no. Okay, we're good. Sorry, my internet is trying to quit on me.
Really?
Oh. Now, how we enter a secret library? Would it be a code, or do you have to show a book?
Oh.
Have you seen The Princess Bride and how you enter through the tree?
I have
Kind
not
of like that. You haven't seen it?
Nope.
You have to. It's very good. Very good. Anyway, watch it and then you'll see that's how I enter.
Oh wait, I don't think that was Disney either, was it?
What?
Ferngully.
No, that's the same one I did Anastasia now. Well, I did a movie too.
Man, it's about fairy nature, so I'm happy.
I like that. I can see the book now. Tea Party with the Goblin. Please write that. That's something I would read. Any other Disney questions? We've been going for about an hour. How about anything else on your mind?
No, really, you are? I mean, I was having fun just chatting. I didn't know time by.
I kind of want this Disney character comic book to come out.
I'm working on it.
Out of all the characters that we've done, what was the easiest and what was the hardest?
I think the easiest ones were Ursula and Gaston because I knew their stories, so it was a lot easier to write a poem to match it.
You know you don't like that song.
No, but I have to admit, if it wasn't for that poem, the book would never create it.
Yeah, because it challenges you if you're like, what else can I do? And the hardest?
I feel like the hardest one we're on right now is for Mother Gothel.
Oh.
Because of how vain she is, and like, what traits do you have that are redeeming? Like, I'm not getting any.
But you wrote over Evil Queen, it's the same. Is it the same?
I guess I don't know. Like, I just feel like there's nothing for you to really work with. Mother Gothel.
Might have to do research.
Yeah.
I like this question. Oh, Goblin voice. You can only bring one human food into an animated Disney film. What will it be?
Oh. Chocolate.
That's where we brought it in.
Oh.
So we knew.
Like my own creation? Oh.
You know how like James lived in a giant peach?
Yes.
For me, I would like a giant donut. It would be like Halo. It would be like the Halo universe. Have you know what Halo looks like? It would be that.
Right?
So a giant donut for me, yes.
No, I want donuts. If you do like a giant donut hole, then you have like
Swing hole.
yeah. You poke a hole inside, then you can have your own little bubble.
Instead of full water, it'd be coffee. I'm from Lauren.
I'm never coming out. A giant tank with a straw.
Yeah, I like James and the Giant Peach too, Sid.
Hey, Lauren's been down a couple hours. Should we check on her? No, she's good.
My eyes like color like clinging to the ceiling on all fours.
Alright, man, you're off limits. You can't go back into the tall people for 2 hours.
Just started crying. Take her away! Tapping on the glass. Can I go back in? Withdraw! Can't go on!
I mean, we tried to pull Meet the Robinson to do a tattoo match.
That's Disney, right?
Yeah.
I have to admit, like, I always applaud Disney when they try to, like, reinvent new technology in their films. Like, you really had to be thinking outside the box here.
I agree.
No, James and Giant Peach was always creepy to me.
The giant bugs.
Yes.
And then, like, I understand it, but then I watch the Bug Life, and it's like, it's still about bugs, but it's not as creepy.
Well, didn't Tim Burton direct James and Giant Peach? Isn't that why?
Did he?
I think so. I want to say yes.
I don't know, I feel like the book was more creepier than the movie for that one.
I like this question. Hypothetically, if you could spend a whole day in a Disney movie and not die, which one would it be?
Ooh. Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, that's a good one. Then
I really like Halloween Town. It's awesome.
Town after that wouldn't dress up as.
I think I would choose Treasure Planet because I want to like use one of those hoverboard space. I think it would be fun.
What about you, Nick?
Mine sounds like cowboy answers for yours.
Why?
Because I wanted to be in a beast, so I just stayed at that library.
Well, you don't
I
get to
thought
go
you would
anywhere.
say I thought you would say The Little Mermaid so you could swim under the sea for 24 hours.
I think I prefer Moana to Little Mermaid, in fact she's on a boat.
Yeah?
True.
Yeah. I'm not too good at swimming.
You would drown.
I wouldn't drown because because of our disability, I can't really swim in the water, so I
I
don't
would
have
drown.
much fun out of that.
I can't swim.
You
Maybe,
can
maybe that's why I want to be a mermaid.
You can doggy paddle. That's just
Yeah, I swim a lot. I go surfing quite a bit, so I don't know. I'm like, oh, let's do something in space.
yeah. I mean, the surfboard, this hovercraft surfboard looks fun.
Yeah.
Oh, Sid asked, is Tonio a Disney movie? It's not like one that's anime.
No. It came out for Spirit.
Who is it, Disney?
I don't know if it's Disney or not, but I know he's referring to.
Two people answered all my questions.
I guess Spirit was created to like counteract or be a better version of it, but I'm not sure if that actually is Disney.
Is Spirit Away movie?
Spirit.
Oh, is it that?
I don't know. But Spirit Away is anime.
Yeah, that's not what I think of.
No. Spirit is about a wild Mustang.
I do like that movie. That soundtrack, Bryan Adams, it's great.
Well, apparently said it is a Disney movie. It came out in 2009. I've never heard of it.
I have just never seen it.
I haven't either.
The animation kind of reminds me of down hologram.
Oh yeah?
Like 80 animation characters.
Oh, I like this. What's your favorite soundtrack or song? Disney related. What's your favorite?
Too many to pick from.
But she said soundtrack. She kind of gave me way out.
That's true. I really like the soundtrack for Hunchback, for the musical version.
The musical.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And also the Aladdin musical soundtrack as well.
Yeah, Disney on Broadway. Like, know what they're doing. I'm just gonna say Gaston because it's stuck in my head from the video we did earlier. Let's show up the and make you want to dance.
I know, and then it's like, when you look up Radisson, it's like, oh look, Molly's Mask. They're both upbeat.
Like, if somebody wanted to write like an uplifting, heroic tale song about my life, like, please do it. That'd be cool. I mean, it literally is what Gaston is. A song.
Right, it's a song about him.
Singing his praises of how awesome he is.
So is Radis.
Right. That's why I thought it reminded me of it.
Right.
And then the mom like what you saying if you kill all your enemies. Wait, torches and pitchforks.
Sid's also requesting that you sing some of it.
What?
Sid's also requesting that you sing some of it.
Wait, from soundtrack you like, or in general, since that's what I do on my channel?
He's an instigator. He probably wants you to sing anything.
Yeah, so on my channel, I'll read one of my poems, and at the end, I'll sing a song to see real good.
That's a fair compromise.
Yeah. But wait, Bethany, what's your answer?
Any of the Tarzan soundtracks, so good, so good. It's just, ugh. Phil Collins didn't have to go that hard, but he did that for us.
Yeah.
Those are really good composer for.
Alright, what's in my head?
What?
You'll be in my heart.
Yeah, I was thinking like,
Birthday.
yeah, that's a good one.
Less Three Sisters.
Yeah, you want to do it. It's your game.
Oh,
I tried to do it earlier and I messed it up. So
I know. Is that what's still in your head?
I mean, if there's alcohol involved, I'll probably try it anyway. But
You don't need spirits for that.
Spirit is great. I wonder if that's not Disney though, is it? I can't remember.
What?
Is Spirit Disney? Because I love that soundtrack too.
I'm not sure.
To Google. Back to Google.
I mean, I know there are TV series for it, but I don't know if it's Disney.
Yeah.
No, I know what you're saying about the horse, right?
About the one Mustang.
Mustang.
What time is it for you guys over there?
10:07.
Oh man.
But I had coffee pretty late, so I probably won't sleep. I wonder why you do that to yourself.
I don't know.
You don't know.
Why would you?
Cause masochist? I don't know.
So, if you guys had to pick the prince from Disney, who would you choose?
What? What? Why?
That's a fun question.
If I had to what?
If you had to pick the prince from Disney, who would you choose?
Can I pick Hades?
I mean, you can. He is technically a prince.
Why would you tell her that?
He is. He's one of the three sons of Cronos, so technically he's a prince. I mean, it's Hercules a prince as his dad. Why can't he be one?
True.
Or
Oh, Spirit is not Disney, it's DreamWorks.
Oh, I'm seeing the logo pop up now. Okay, I get it.
yeah, like Kung Fu Panda and How to Train Your Dragon.
I would say Eugene, but I don't think he's a prince, right?
No, he's a prince.
When they get
He
married,
marries.
yeah.
That counts.
Rugged, handsome thief. I mean, what?
No, that's an answer. My answer would be Eugene or Eric, the Little Mermaid. Because in fact he's a sailor, so he can go on journeys.
Said, what movie do you want a sequel to but didn't get, or was there a sequel that you didn't like? All of the direct-to-DVD sequels to Little Mermaid.
Yeah, there's a lot of sequels that should be made. I know,
You
it's kind
didn't
of
like them?
this year just didn't seem like to fit the ideas of the first movies, or it just seemed like they were rushed or cartoony. But I do like Belle's Baffle Christmas because
Aww.
of the fact it shows them celebrating Yule instead of Christmas, which I enjoyed.
It just makes you wonder, like, okay, here's a sequel to a movie that people like the characters too. Then the actual plot, like storyline, isn't fleshed out. It seems rushed.
I liked the sequels to the Rescuers.
Oh yeah, I feel like that was a
That
lot
was a
better.
good one. Yep.
But like, Sid should get a medal for all these awesome questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot.
Good.
Yeah. I might have to leave you guys soon. I guess there is a person coming soon to fix our leaky faucet, and I need to go let him in. So I'm gonna
No.
ask you each one more question, and then I need to hop off. I'm so sorry, but we'll have to do this again.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Cash's dream is going, so we'll just hop over to her. But after question, then we'll do our outros. That works.
Let's see. Ooh, what is your least favorite Disney movie?
Cinderella.
Oh, the
Really?
T.
They're just so mean to her. They just treat her like a human slave.
Mine's Sleeping Beauty. There's just no story to it.
I could be Sleeping Beauty for you.
I know. So can Bethany.
We like sleep. It makes us happy.
What about you, Bethany?
I don't really like Alice in Wonderland.
I don't blame you on that one.
I just something about it. I'm like, this is a little too weird for me. I don't know. I don't know why.
I was gonna say that the animated one or the Tim Burton one.
So
The animated one. I kind of like the Tim Burton one.
Really,
I think most people would be flipped.
yeah, I think it's a tie. They're both kind of strange.
Just my favorite. Yeah.
I feel like people would
Yeah.
say like if you had psychedelics, then watch Alice in Wonderland. Like it.
True. I like
like what were they on when they wrote this?
I like the animated Sleeping Beauty, but I didn't like the live action one.
Yeah, I disagree.
Yeah.
If there was story to it, I would like it, but the fact that most of the story is just them sleeping, it's not really much for me to do.
I think I like it because of nostalgia. Like I used to watch it all the time when I was a kid, so it's got this special place in my heart. I haven't watched it in a long time because I'm afraid that I'll just watch it and see, wait a minute, nothing happened. So I'm not going to ruin it for me.
I think one that'd be worse than that is Snow White.
Oh,
Yeah.
Rabbit.
oh, that's Warner Brothers.
No, that's Disney. Murder's on the trivia. Remember that.
We can have a nap party. Watch Sleeping Beauty and she can stay longer. But she was napping for 100 years.
Why did I feel like you're saying nap party and you just take the book out of my hands? Yes.
Okay. Just got a text. The repair guy is out by 5 minutes, so I am going to hop off. Thank you so much for hosting and inviting me. I had fun talking Disney, and we will have to do this again.
Agreed. You guys want to do your outros?
Yeah, go ahead, Bethany.
Hi, my name is Bethany, and you can find me at Bethany J. Vota. I write some stuff.
Nice, simple and sweet. I don't know if I want to go back on camera. I don't like to sleep.
I don't have to.
I'm a ghost.
Right, so talk away, spirit.
Wow. I'm Lauren. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. That I write poetry, fantasy, and paranormal romance. And all of my social media links, including Nicole and Bethany, is in the description for the video.
Nice.
Hey.
I'm Nicole. My channel is The Blind Maze. I cover poetry, fantasy, and paranormal, as well as podcasts with Lauren on Fire and Ice and vlogs. And I have to do it to my shirt. I got friends on the other side.
I wanted Disney.
Alright, well, I definitely feel like we should do this again. This is a lot of fun.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, definitely. I'll either have you on mine or we can hop on yours again. It'll be a good time.
Yes.
Thank you. All
Thank
right.
you.
Well, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you.
Yeah,
Bye. And for everyone joining us, thank you.
Yep.
Thank you guys for asking all the wonderful questions.
If you want, you're gonna hop on Sashay or Ryan Sister, and you can come join her there.
Bye.
Um,